Acer debuts liquid-cooled Switch Alpha 12 convertible tablet. Does a tablet really need to be liquid-cooled?
No, liquid cooled. It's it's they call it. So this is essentially a surface
Heat pipe,
right? Yeah, and it uses a heat pipe, or they call it the space age cooling Acer liquid loop, I guess.
What the rest of the industry has been calling a heat pipe for the last decade plus.
And it's essentially a competitor to the Microsoft Surface tablets, right? Like it is a tablet with a kickstand that has a magnetically attached keyboard that looks really nice. I haven't seen it in person. It's called the Switch Alpha 12. It's fanless. It has Core i3, i5, or i7 Skylake-based processors.
Nice.
And it's a 12-inch, 2160 by 1440 resolution screen, which I'm trying to, now I'm going to try to figure out what resolution that is. That's, what the heck is that? Does that math work out to? Aspect ratio of 1.5. So 3:2. So it's a 3:2 screen, I guess. So, okay. That makes a lot more sense now. But it looks like a nice piece of hardware. A little bit overkill on the branding or the marketing for the cooling, I guess. But
well, if you're competing with Microsoft, you might want to, erring to overkill on branding might not be a bad idea.
Right. So they were trying to figure out a way to point out that it was fanless, and they had to use something more than just a heatsink, like it's a typical copper heatsink, to get it to be a fanless design, because even the Surface Pro 4 it does have a fan in it. So it's supposed to start at $599, but I don't know exactly what specs. I'm going to guess 128 gigs, 4 gigs of RAM, and the Core i3 processor. Yes. So it's as guess as any.
If that sounded a little, something, what Ryan just said, it's because we've seen a lot of companies launching expensive tablet lineups with an $800 safe configuration that's fundamentally a miserable user experience because, for example, it's running 4 gigabytes of RAM and a Core M processor or something. Yeah, I've found that some of the entry-level machine specs are really deceiving, because you need to spend like $100 to $200 more to get something you would actually want to use on a daily basis. Don't run 4 gigabytes of RAM. At least 8. Please. Please.